What's going on, YouTube? So we have the community ball of Twitch. Damn. Not the community ball. Anyways, let's go ahead and just check this out.
Digital footprint is one of the most important things you have to consider when you make the decision of being a content creator. When people want to do research on you, having your worst moment pop up is not something you want. You don't want to end up like Tyler, the creator.
I got Swifties all mad at me with their racist bringing up old lyrics. Don't listen to Tron Cat. I don't give a they gonna bring out the old me.
I'm joking, but seriously, even though Tyler has moved past his more vulgar background, his digital footprint still haunts him till this day. And in the past, even I've tried to make sense of it. But the point is that you don't want to be in a position where people try to make sense of your digital footprint. And you don't want to have to address narratives and things that are being said about you and your name. Move preventively and don't allow things to happen. I really want to look at this situation from my lens and analyze it. That's what we're gonna do today. So let me stop yapping, because y'all know I'm the hood Socrates, and let's actually start. This all started when Dabo had this streamer named Summyah on stream as his therapist, but he started cooking her low key.
Trying to make it seem like something that's not play. It's cool.
So honestly, this is all AI. Is that what you're interpreting?
It's ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. So we're both yapping right now. Okay, chilling. So I feel like, you know, what you gotta start taking accountability. And it seems like you trying to be like, you're not everybody's ball, all this. You gotta start taking accountability.
Nigga, I'm not everybody's ball.
If you don't take accountability, if you don't fucking take accountability,
who ball am I then? No.
Nigga, Twitch.tvs.
I'ma smack the shit out of you.
Okay, my fault. Okay.
What you talking about?
Okay, my fault. Okay, generally, okay.
Definitely ain't your ball. Ain't you on Twitch?
Girl, I don't want to be your ball. Girl, I don't want to. Girl, I don't want to do that.
Dabo want to drip. Man, if they turn these cameras off and she go ahead and up it, man, Dabo taking the ball.
I don't
You never get the chance to dribble this.
I never wanted to.
Never get no ball.
Never
Don't
wanted
do that.
to.
Don't do that.
Jim.
First of all, Dabo, that was a little hilarious. I know that's off topic, but seriously, I be using women lingo like that. But honestly, she's definitely the community ball. She's an outside ball at that, and she's been getting dribbled. And I don't feel bad saying that. Shorty is essentially the female version of a male content creator who spams women content. This type of joking is merely the product of that. But before we go any further, I need to give you guys some context, because she definitely did this to herself. Apparently, Summyah is a mean girl streamer, and if you remember, during Streamer University, there was hella drama, hella controversy, but part of that drama was bigger streamers egoing people. This girl was apparently avoiding all these small streamers and only going for other big streamers. Well, I guess I'll say mid-sized streamer, because she had 100K going in, or at least that's what they're saying.
I feel like you don't really collaborate with everybody. I feel like you feel like you collaborate with up niggas are out of here. But like, if you see a content creator, nah, oh yeah, what's up, yeah. But like, for example, I could clock T crazy.
Go ahead.
Damn.
Yesterday, Kai came in the suite when, what's her name, Asian girl? Nina was making the whole shit. We was in there, other people came in there, you opened the door, you see niggas, you slammed that door mad quick.
Cause my chat said she was singing loud.
Stop cap.
That's not capping.
Now I understand that you're here to help your brand. That's what Streamer University was about. You want to be around all these big people, but I think it definitely gets to a point if you get called to the office. And also, once again, she had about 100K followers going in, so it's not like she was desperate for the put on or desperate for the collabs. And then the thing that was getting me is that, nigga, she's just around all these big male streamers. And obviously she's making that type of flirtatious content, this stuff that goes viral, whatever. I can't stop her, but damn, why you gotta just be around all these dudes?
Y'all some shit. Y'all gotta go back to that one. Right? She might be
Video call on your PC, okay? Video call?
Yes, bro.
How do y'all feel?
Yes.
Did you enjoy your time handcuffed?
Oh God, I did. I'm free now though.
You just talking about you better go to that girl room. Why we handcuffs?
Look at those handcuffs, by the way. Those are not normal. Do your research. Those are not safe for work handcuffs. And the fact that Summyah was even willing to participate in this activity is already very telling about her as a person. And that's just setting the tone for who she is as a...
I'm not going to cap. That is some community ball activity right there. And like, that's something that I'll just say to my female content creators. If you are trying to be a content creator and you are female, understand, yes, some dudes have some really big names, but nothing in this world is free. I understand that. I'm not saying that people are not going to look out for you, but look at me, for example. I'm doing this reaction video. I would rather get it out the mud by myself and collab with my homeboys and people that I know that's also grinding, rather than going and putting my name up on somebody's, promo page or do this or do that. And it's not to say that that's always bad necessarily, but you got to understand, like, people move weird, bro. And especially when you female, like, anybody, Deshae could have been like, hey, yo, because y'all know Deshae. This guy be doing the most freakiest stuff ever. He could have got that girl and they could have been doing, like, never have I ever on stream or this or that. And she would have did it. And she would have just been there talking. And then after the stream, he would have pitched her off or been like, all right, so we do a little bit more freaky videos where it just gets freakier and freakier. I might have to touch you or this and that, but it's going to boost you up, this and whatever. And I'm not saying that's how this shit is as a person, but, like, what do you think finna happen? You finna collab? Then after that, when them cameras turn off, like, what do you think them boys trying to do, bro? They trying to knock some draws. Some of them are pleasers. They trying to lick you. They got their own little personal things going on. And it's like, if you're dating and all that, just beware of that kind of stuff. Because that's literally Hollywood trying to Hollywood you. And it's very unfortunate. I'm not finna say that's everybody, but as a female, you gotta understand it. Because as a dude, it could happen to you too. I mean, there's a bit of conspiracy between Aiden and, some of these other guys that they got some weird little butt things going on when you explode out of nowhere. And now they start talking about their, what, or that they're BISEX, what. So, yeah, anyways.
A content creator, and I need you guys to remember this: repetition is personality. And as you watch this video, you'll see how repeated actions become associated with character.
That is 100% true for my dog right here. People do what they do. Like, if I am a thief and I keep on stealing, it don't matter, like, oh yeah, if I find the right female, I'm gonna stop stealing. That's something I gotta personally make within myself. And likewise for y'all. If y'all got some bad habits of not listening, always wanting to do some trifling stuff, that speaks volume about your character. You could deny it all that you want, but you are just not a good person. That's all that it is. And to break that cycle, you have to subconsciously say, I'm not doing that shit no more.
Everything that's been said about her is a product of that same repetition. Now that I've shown you that she's willing to do that type of stuff for content, this is her and DDG's interaction.
It says you're 17.
I'm not 17, bro. I wouldn't even be here.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
I see you in class. Good night.
Yo, no Q&A?
I see you in class.
Damn, Chad. I can't even talk to my professor. I've been saying I wanted a one-on-one this whole time.
I see you in class.
Damn.
Be there.
Can I know at least the first assignment?
Nope. Good night.
Yeah, just don't even make it more awkward. Just get on out of there, bro. Please, stop making that shit awkward. Just go.
For the first time, I can say I actually messed with what DDG did. This was mad mature and the appropriate response to learning Summyah is 19. DDG is 27 and he does his own freaked out girl content. So I applaud him for not wanting to include and indulge in a 19-year-old's clear attempts at flirting with them. And she's talking about some one-on-one time. If a shorty wants one-on-one time, what do y'all think that means? But with the context in mind, you have to understand that this woman is portraying herself as someone who is willing to do boy content, flirt with big streamers, various big streamers at that, just for the clips and attention. So it was only inevitable that she'd be called the community ball. She goes to Streamer University, a place where a lot of people are building their brand and getting known. And when you look at her digital footprint of that, all you see is clips of her and niggas. I'm hardly seeing solo clips, reaction content, desktop content, It's just her and niggas. So let's just move away from Streamer University.
that's community
because
ball
there's a
activity.
clip of Funny Mike and Jay Cinco laughing at her because she says she's nobody's ball.
Hey, stop all that. Nobody ball. She said she nobody ball, Mike. She said she nobody ball. She said she don't get dribbled. I believe that.
That's funny. That's funny.
No, he just talking. Maya.
Listen, bruh, it's in the nigga name, bruh. Funny Mike. He know that shit. Come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this is a bad look. This is a bad look, bruh. This is a bad look.
Hey, you gotta go to sleep, gang.
Now this clip was straight up bullying, not even gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I feel bad for Shorty, but look who she's around. A bunch of niggas. A bunch of niggas you probably shouldn't be around. Jay Cinco is a girl content merchant and he be around Deshae Frost, a fellow girl content merchant. That's enough reason to avoid that space. But what is somebody doing? Sitting on the dude's freaking lap. Same dude that's laughing about her being a community ball is the same one whose lap she's sitting on. And in the clip, bro.
And you know the nigga, him and Funny Mike, you know they up, bro. They got the bread, they got the chain, the tats, whatever. Remember what I said, every female's type, every fine shit to females is just a nigga that got some tats, he tall, don't really matter the hairstyle, but just have a decent hairstyle, nice tape line, eyebrow slits, and just have on a chain and some wristwatch and shit. You're instantly fine shit, instantly. And it's true, bro. Him and Funny Mike right there laughing. He literally got his arm up around it because they know, bro. They know these cameras turn off. Shorty is gone. She is slurping. I pray to God that that's nobody's ball for real. I really do. That's how you got to go for real. But that's what females, like, if you are a female and you want to be a content creator, understand, like, that's the image you gonna get. Even if you not on nothing. Even if you just they dog. You know, they be like, oh, I'm just they home girl. I'm just... It be flirting. And especially being a dude, I could tell you, bro, I know some females that, and they don't look nothing as pretty as y'all. As pretty as some of these other females. Like, I'm talking about they might be overweight. They always wearing jackets everywhere. You think, man, this girl, nah, man, nobody. But when they get in them community functions, bro, they go in the community pool. Them boys good behind closed doors, bro. Some of them niggas be like, hey, man, I know, let me get you to suck it real fast. And they be doing it, bro. That's why it be some females where they don't look the best. They, you know, but they'll be in the room and they'll do that never have I ever. Or if, like, you really get to talk to them for real, you get to find out, yo, they be doing shit, bro. They be doing it. So, yeah, nah. I don't know, bro. For my female content creators, please do that shit with other females, bro. And if them females trying to get you to go to them niggas, don't listen to that. You, as a woman, need to be able to stand up, be classy, and say, I am who I am. Be like God. That's what God said to Moses when he told him to go get my people out of Egypt. I am who I am. Not I need to go collab with all these motherfuckers. I need to go put my name in it. Now, you can do that. You could do your little promos, but do reaction videos. Get it out the mud by yourself. Don't be a community ball. Don't be a handout. Don't be that cup that everybody's touching to put their name in the bucket so that they can be like, yeah, I gave my blessing. And anyways.
Bro, they're frying her so bad. And what is her response?
Nah, it's just content.
Which, okay, Summyah,
content.
it may just be content, but why does your content have to be flirtatious? And before y'all say anything, I'm against girl content as well. I don't even like Deshae Frost. I don't like Jay Cinco, and that's because I'm a young man. I'm not about to sit up here and watch other men flirt with girls. That's odd and very doomed out. Just because it's content don't mean it's not gonna have adverse effects on you or how people perceive you. And for me, I'm personally perceiving Summyah as a woman who is going from big male streamer to big male streamer. I'm not even trolling. Shorty was just on a date with a dude named E-Man and I've never heard of him. But you want to know what's crazy about that? And I mean no shade, because the first time I hear about E-Man is through a Summyah collab.
Hello? I'm playing basketball with the bros and shit. I'm in the middle of a game. I'm gonna call you after. Bet.
And now that's what make the shit even worse. And he already on some ain't shit activity. And then he ride around with you on stream. Oh,
I can't wait for this Sky Zone shit. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I need your beanie, nigga. I can't jump. My shit. What the fuck do you mean, though?
You have a girlfriend?
Hmm?
You have a girlfriend? There's a girl named with a heart.
Type
that
shit.
is my sister.
Started with a V.
Type shit.
And you just lied.
Yup.
Until we were playing basketball.
I thought we was playing later. I was just manifesting.
All right. Now I'm about to be texting all my little shit.
What?
And she just be looking so uncomfortable. And I think that's part of a bigger problem because these male streamers don't see women as women. They see them as assets to the content. And I touch on that later. But because they see them as assets, they see them as, oh, this is just another shorty in my roster. So of course.
That's just free game. She my homegirl. She's in my promo group. I'm the one I'm doing all this shit. So beware. Get out of the trap. It is a trap.
Or she'd be uncomfortable because the dude's on the girl talking to another woman. So come on. I also think that she probably feels like she has to do this to succeed. But once again, I'll touch on that at the end. Now, on 2 separate occasions from what I've seen, Summyah has responded to the community ball comments. Let's look at the first one. This was after Dabo trolled her.
The Twitch TV ball comment was not funny. I didn't find it funny at all. I'm not y'all balls. I'm nobody's ball. Like, what the fuck? And yeah, that's it. That's all. Because it'd be the same people saying like, oh, she's for everybody. She's like, you know, and as soon as I get in your face, you'll jump the first chance you get. And you will be surprised. Negative clips. Like, you go on Twitter, type my name in. It's weird. You go on TikTok, type my name in. It gets weird.
Okay, I do agree. Niggas are hypocrites. If Shorty was in the face of half of the people calling her a 304 or ball, they'd be going.
But to be honest with you, that's easy. If you got the reputation of being a 304 and you come up into any dude face that he like, come on, you think nigga ain't gonna try to get at you? Like, what are we talking about here? Even it happened to any female. If Lotto comes out to Miami, Florida, and she starts walking around South Beach, you telling me ain't no niggas finna be out there? Now we all know that Lotto parades herself for having only 5 bodies or something like that, and people are like, that's little, or 4 or something like that. Now for her grown age, that's little, but for y'all, some of y'all, you know, y'all be 20, y'all be 25, and you already got 5. Now I'm not here to shame y'all, but hey, bro, you just gotta tighten up. You really gotta tighten up because you having an excess amount of that stuff outside of the like. Understand this: the more pure you are, the less experiences you've had. Don't entertain situationships. Don't entertain that little, oh, that was my friend and we would do this and that and we wanted to be in a relationship, but then like we could never see eye to eye and then they move or then I move or then we just don't fall into shit like that. I know it's very easy because that's what this is right here, is situationships and oh, we just doing this for content and oh, but we caught feelings and we did, yo, please. But yeah, like. If dudes find out that they could get some type of play or that they could talk to you, they gonna do it. So, yeah.
But that's just men being dumb. Not saying it makes it okay, but you guys know the communities of these big streamers. Yeah. I also think that people don't be criticizing the male streamers enough for being balls themselves. And if we're being honest, those guys are really like outdoor and win balls. If you're a hooper, you know what I'm talking about. Deshae Frost, for example, he's for sure a community ball. I mean, he could have literally got burnt. I don't know if y'all remember the Gucci third leg situation.
Yeah.
The dude, Deshae Frost, he nearly got burnt by messing with Danae Davis. But my point is, male streamers be worse than community balls. They literally be pickup game balls. And that double standard is something I also want to touch on more at the end. Her second response though was a little heartbreaking, I'm not gonna lie.
I just don't do shit like this. Is so weird. Yeah, I'm on stream right now, and I'm just calling
that shit going way down on you too.
Are you free to talk right now or no? No, I just don't appreciate yesterday or no, this morning. That's it. That's all. How y'all try to make it seem like I was in a room with Punga and I wasn't. Y'all knew that.
I know the bag. I mean, you be trolling, man. You dead ass.
I'm just, that's where I hang up. Because I'm not trolling. Like, what the I done had talks with these people off camera and told them, like, I don't appreciate the narrative going around. And I'm only addressing it online. I let everything else slide. Like, I do. But if you come to something on the internet,
I feel bad for this female, bro.
Period, point blank. Y'all, it wasn't a problem when niggas was laughing on camera. The fuck? Now it's a problem when I made somebody feel bad and they want to address the narrative. No.
And honestly, bro, I really do feel bad for her. And I know I said at the start I don't and that she deserves it, but even though I think she be getting around, and not literally, but just being around on everyone's streams, she's not being treated right, and I don't agree with that. But guess what the context was? She is responding to a rumor about her and another streamer. So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of empathy that can be given to Summyah. Seriously, she's a content creator who is just now in the spotlight. But with that being said, there's also an extreme amount of accountability that needs to be taken.
Exactly,
Number one,
gang.
girl, stop going to all these streams and flirting. I'm so serious. I don't see Senna with this problem. She's not getting 1,000 rumors about her and dudes. Number two, Summyah, stop trusting all these big creators. If you're fan of me, you know I really don't be messing with streamers, big creators, whatever, especially these modern ones. And that's because they do things like this, okay? They will make content with you, they be cracking jokes with you, but when you're going through it, they be nowhere to be found. You feel me? Like a snake, ready to pounce, they consume you. Or I guess in this scenario, leaving her to the hyenas, like no Lion King. Anyways, but let me give y'all my candid thoughts on this. I want to start with the hypocrisy. There is clearly a double standard with male streamers. They're allowed to do what Summyah does, and they don't get bop allegations. They get told, big bro, you're him. And that's unfortunate, but Summyah, as a woman, you got to recognize this and move two ways. You either don't try to navigate the streaming world like a man, or you take pride in it. There are 304s and community balls that revel in it, and nobody cares. Ruby Rose, Tiana Trump, those are women that people consider passed around. The women who really do be around other men, like really, way worse than what you be doing, but they don't let it get to them, at least not on the surface. I don't see it. So if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, Summyah, just navigate it while not letting nobody see how it makes you feel. Now I know what she's doing is networking, but seriously, she needs to reevaluate her content now. She don't need to be up under all these men. She can do her own thing. Because as I keep saying, repetition makes personality. She's constantly around all these freaked out male streamers. She's gonna be seen as a groupie, and I'd hate it for her. I think the last thing I want to say though is maybe Summyah feels like she has to produce this type of content to go up. The streamer space can be harsh for women, I won't lie. They're put in a box by various male streamers, and that could be a video in and of itself. Y'all let me know if y'all want that. The box is that they're an asset to the content, not actually women, but the appeal, a way to keep a streamer's teenage male audience engaged. So maybe there's underlying pressures to flirt, to perform, but she just gotta realize it don't gotta be like that, especially when she's a year older than me. So in general, Summyah, if you see this, slow down, okay? You is moving like a community ball. If you dial it back, especially on your appearances, change up your content, you can beat these rumors. Okay, and you have to do it because these niggas ain't gonna help you. That's all I had to say though. Subscribe for more unsolicited opinions. Join my membership.
All right, gang. So I'm gonna also give my little short rant. I completely agree, man. Y'all know FHD. Is that even him? Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and join up, bro, in a second. But he's not lying, and this goes for a lot of females. Like Summyah is a beautiful woman, and whether she's actually doing that ball stuff or not only is repetition personality, but you are the company who you keep. That's something that we gotta take accountability for, because even myself, and like how he's talking about, how bro's talking about with having accountability for male streamers, something that I haven't been doing, and I had my homeboys even recommend me to do once the summer comes up, is to go out and do personal interviews. And now you know how personal interviews go. I know, because I see it on my feed, that the best interactions is to ask freaky shit. It's to be like, yo, what's the most freakiest thing you did? And have them talk in the mic and do this and that. Now, to be personally honest, that's not my type of content. And I don't see myself being like them freaky dudes. Don't get me wrong, when I start lusting and I start getting in my flesh, I can easily move like that. And I've had moments where it's been attacking me in my head like, bro, why haven't you got the tattoos yet? Why haven't you gotten the fine shit package so that you could go out here and start playing these females, start doing the bop shit and all this and that? Like, it be attacking me sometimes, because it's like, you see how much you're growing on your reactions. And then if you compare that with this and stream it, bro, you'll go to the moon. And yeah, but for females, please, dial that shit back. If you finna do your type of content, you got mukbangs, reaction videos. You have all different. Y'all got Sheen overhauls, Fashion over overhauls, all these things, and don't always have them promiscuous outfits. Like, you could have days where it's like, all right, this is the classy Mondays, classy Wednesdays. This is flashy Friday. Like, y'all got y'all means and y'all methods, but to go out here and be hanging out with them niggas, let me tell you, bro, because Like how I was just saying, and they be attacking me. Them niggas already in it. And they know, especially if you hear like how bro is saying that you're just an asset. If you fine and they got a whole group of fine females with them who they pretty or whatnot, it's gonna come a point in time where they gonna do truth or dare. They gonna have their little freaky moments. They gonna have the moments. Oh yo, such and such went in the back with such and yo, get the cat. You the company who you keep, bruh. And like he said, repetition is personality. If that's what you really surround yourself with, that's who you are, gang. If I say that I'm a straight male and then you just catch me at all these, clubs and all these trans spots and I'm over here putting on earrings and not earrings, period, but like I'm over here putting on heels and wigs, bro. But I'll get up on camera and be like, nah, I'm not like this. Bro. So yes, my beautiful ladies, please understand that, bro. Y'all have so much to offer than just being around all these other niggas all the time, especially freaked out niggas. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.